What's up, everybody? Steven here, the Horror Freak 85. A few minutes late, was having some issues starting up my computer, so that's why I didn't even bother with the countdown or banners or anything. It was rebooting or whatever, so I'm just like, yeah, figures right when I'm gonna go on, but that's the way it is. Let's end it that way for the year, right? Just one last little screw up before the new year starts. So hopefully next year it won't have as much problems. This is the last problem of the year because it is the last show of the year. So we'll be going into 2024 next year. So yeah, that should be a good year. Talking to some people. So hopefully have some good guests coming on. So I'll keep everybody posted. Echo should be here any minute or so, and we're going to talk about our first watches and favorite watches of this year. So once he comes on, that'll be the discussion tonight. And whoever's in here wants to tell us their favorite movies of the year, just leave a comment. We'll read them and discuss them, dissect them, whatever you want. So, all right. And here we go. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, some computer issues. It was rebooting. I'm like, son of a bitch. The last show of the year does that.
Ooh, hate it when that happens.
That's okay though. I was just saying, like, yeah, hopefully that'll be it till next year. But it is the last episode, so. But
Give you that one last, hoo ha.
I'm like, what a way to end the year. So, oh well, it happens. So I was just saying also, our plans for tonight to talk about our first watches of movies and favorites throughout the year. So I was like, and anyone else who wants to comment, we can discuss and dissect or whatever we want there. So it's movie madness tonight, the end of year off. So.
And it's been a hell of an interesting year, hasn't it?
Oh boy. It went by fast, but so it's just like, ugh. It had its ups and downs, but yep.
Just sharing this out.
Yeah, all right. Got a couple people here, so whoever's watching, hello. You could be watchers or no, what's the saying? Stalkers or talkers, either is fine.
The lurkers who are just looking in there.
I see you.
Or as I was messing with Professor Macabro because I think that game, The Quarry, when you put pause, it shows you the close up of someone's face, whoever character you're playing as. So I was teasing him, telling him, "I can see you. I in the face. I
Rob's
know all."
here.
Hey, yeah. Rob.
What's up? It's going.
Rob's vintage video.
Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and share it out too, I guess, there. Sharing is caring. So, yeah, I did my first show yesterday for the one-on-one. I decided to, get some YouTubers on, and I figured that'd be a cool way to,
I gotta
new year.
I gotta sit down and watch that because I was like busy yesterday and I was busy for half the day today, so I gotta go back. It's on my watch later list. Like I gotta watch this.
It was fun. It was cool. So yeah, I got fellow YouTuber, and Pat was saying that he went ahead and added her, and probably Bones too. So fellow horror fan there. So
Mr. Bones, who is really awesome, man. The wallpaper for Echo Side was done by him. He did the theme song for Echo Side.
Yeah,
super cool, super majorly talented guy.
Yeah, I think we were saying how we should get him on next week. So I don't know. I gotta message him and be like, "So Bones, you are coming on next week?" Or what? We were like joking around, and what was it saying that Patrick was his agent or whatever? Like trying to get him on.
Yeah, we've done that with Hobbs. Like, oh, Hobbs is agent now. Pat's his agent. He's probably got about 100 different agents. So you might have to spend a few weeks going through all his agents just to talk to him.
There's an agent for his agent just behind, like, nope, they gotta like read the fine print, and it's like the Santa Claus out. No, the Mrs. Claus. No, the escape and like zoom in with the super tiny microscope.
Yeah, it's that fine print. What fine print? And you like the the telescope they use to look at planets like light years away. Here, that should show you.
Oh, like no, I misread that there. Oh man,
they do that with video games. When before you go and play a game for the first time, they give you this mass amount of text, and before you play, you got to agree with. And I look at this text and going, most people just scroll past that and agree.
Well, they did that on South Park. Remember the human centipede, and there was like everybody agrees to the apple or whatever. They're like, don't you read that? And so he was the only one that read. Like, who reads that shit? And he ends up being all sewn up like the human centipede.
Yeah,
but it was the iPad.
Yeah, it's so much stuff. It would take you forever. You'd be sitting there. Are you ready yet? Well, I'm still reading. Well, you started reading 2 weeks ago, but I'm halfway done.
I don't know if I've ever read the whole thing. Who knows what I've agreed to?
I'm with you too.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just so much to read. It's like, okay. I got the gist of it, that paragraph. Okay. And it's like, okay, worse. Apple owns my soul, but okay, whatever.
And when they make it small, like, small writing, you're just, okay, let me just scroll past this and hit agree.
It's like, I guess because you won't let me get what I want unless I agree anyway. So,
and the next thing they're knocking on your door, you agreed that we can take your liver from you. We're gonna do that. Line 223, page 28.
So, line 28, section C, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, you're really fucking me over. Thank you. All right, take it. Whatever.
Didn't they do a movie like that?
Well, I mean, Repo Man or Repo the Genetic Opera, or came out. But that's actually there was another movie too, a non-musical one. It was just called Repo Man, and I think it came out after though. I don't think it came out before, so it was kind of a ripoff of that. And I think Forrest Whitaker was in it actually, and I forget who else, but I might have to look that up. But it was something weird though. But it was basically they were collecting human parts, just like Repo the Genetic Opera. But so how about what was one of your favorite either first watches or top of this past year?
Ooh, I know a Blood Rage, I believe, was one I watched for the first time this year.
Blood Rage.
JT's horror discussion. It's an 80s slasher. And he's like,
oh, I was gonna say that's the 80s one. I thought like
for this year, one that came out this year. Well, okay, I would say She Comes from the Woods, but technically that's 2022. It just didn't get a theatrical release because it debuted at some horror convention last August, and then made its theatrical debut in January, February this year. Was Once Upon a Knife, because that was a fun one.
Yeah, I agree on that. That was probably one of the good ones for the year.
I don't know why people give it hate, because it was. So I've seen some people be like, "Oh, this movie sucks." I'm like, "Dude, it's awesome."
I don't know what they didn't like about it. I mean, if you can give me a valid reason why you didn't like it, then okay. But I mean, just saying that it sucks, like, why did it suck? I mean,
it's very enjoyable. Justin Long, again, I loved him in it.
Oh yeah.
And it's sad when you've seen so many movies and you've got to try to figure out, okay, was it from this year or last year or what year? So it's pretty hard. Let's see. I didn't like Evil Dead Rise. Which was one thing when I did the review, but I said I did not think that there would be a movie in that series I didn't like.
So there was I don't know if you watched it, but Totally Killer. Did you watch that?
I still need to.
That was a good one. And the girl who's in it, she also plays well, the show's not on anymore, but she was Sabrina in the New Adventure Sabrina, the one that they did on Netflix, the darker version. Yeah. How do you say her name? Was it Kieran Shipka, or I don't know? Yeah, whatever. But Lachlan Monroe was her dad in it and everything, and it's where she, her mom was murdered, and there was like a killer from years ago that had murdered her mom's friends, and the killer came back, in time, and just before kills her or tries to kill her, she ends up going back in time and trying to prevent what's going on. And she may or may not screw things up, and it's funny because they even like bring up like Back to the Future. She's like Back to the Future, like stuff that hasn't happened. And so it's really good. So if you like those time travel comedies, slashers, it's an all-in-one. Definitely recommend checking it out.
What year was Terrifier 2?
Terrifier 2, I think, was it last year or the year before? Let me see.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to remember all these movies. Like, what year?
Yeah, I think that was last year, though. But I was still, whatever. Yeah, it was 2022 is when they had released it. So, but if you watched it for the first time in 23, whatever.
I can't remember when I watched it because I think people were trying to upload it to YouTube. It'd be up for like an hour or so and then gone. And someone was like, "Hey, quick, download it before they take it down." Okay.
See, that's the thing, though. Never download. Stream, but don't download. So, but oh well, people still
a lot of movies, from the past, because of streaming, they're coming to the surface. That it's like, wow, I haven't seen this movie in that long. Again, Blood Rage was one I don't think I've ever heard of. I love the killer in it. Fine, because people kept saying that it's not. What was it? It's not cranberry sauce or whatever.
It's not cranberry sauce. Yeah.
I couldn't figure that out until I finally saw the movie. Oh, okay. So that's where it's from.
Yeah. It's been a while since I watched that one, but I have that. I think I got the Arrow one. Like one time when Arrow did a sale, I bought a bunch of Arrow movies. So
I got introduced to the Conjuring series this year.
Okay.
Because I don't know why I put it off, and then Karen from Ocean Chicks Films was doing a watch along. She was one of the co-hosts. It was the third movie. I'm like, I'll check it out. But holy moly! When they get possessed, whenever they move, you get like the bone snapping. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, I think next year they're supposed to be doing not the Tall Man, like a twisted, like what's the Tall Man that they're doing or something? But it's like the twisted creature or whatever.
They were gonna do Slindom, the Tall Man at one time. We're supposed to get a fourth movie in the Conjuring series. I think I heard.
Yeah, there is. That's coming out next year.
And I still need to see
doing...
Nun 2. But actually, I have to get it because I'm collecting the movies, and that and La Llorona. I figured I'd be able to pronounce that name right because I'm part Mexican.
La Llorona, I think.
Those are the two because I have all three of the current Conjuring movies, all of the Annabelle ones, and the first Nun movie. Unless I'm missing any there. I think that's
because it's all it's the Conjurings, Annabelle, and the Nun. Yeah, that's all of that universe there. Yeah. So,
but
another
Chucky,
one.
Yeah, Chucky's been going pretty damn good, hasn't he?
Oh yeah. So, I can't wait to finish off the season next year when it comes back. So, yeah. It's been pretty crazy, the whole thing with Jennifer Tilly and Tiffany becoming Jennifer Tilly and then the transfer. And oh my gosh. She pulls that off. I like that.
And he's getting old now because the name skipped the mind.
Supposedly he what's his name? The god or whatever that does that is like
they performed
he has to do something like evil enough to please him to stay.
Yeah, because they performed that exorcism or whatever, so now he's screwed and he's dying, and
that's what it was. Old. Yeah, they did the exorcism, and it took him away from the god. It was when he went in that evil hospital, and they were all there, the witch doctor. That was funny.
He's like, well, he's like doctor. Who would have thought there's such a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Well, spoiler, but whatever. When he had that dream of Andy, that was awesome. When I first saw that, was like, no, that can't be real.
And one of the other things that's hard for this year is like you got studios like ITN, who's bringing a lot of these international movies in that have probably been out for a year or two. Well Go, I think I just picked up one. called The Ghost Station: Dead on Arrival. So like they've probably been out for a year or two.
Oh,
But
I
this,
think that just came out. I saw that at Walmart on there.
yeah,
That
but
goes
it's probably been out for a year or two, but now it's coming to here.
mm-hmm.
Even with Wild Eye doing the Visual Vengeance,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these movies like that all old are
But
coming
it's
out.
their first time they're coming out, or yeah.
Look, Scream Queens which is not that bad of a movie. Was supposed to be this rare, whatever, unseen or whatever Lorena Quigley movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to say what ones come out this year since a lot of ones are coming back to the surface.
Yeah. Yeah. All those shot on video movies are coming back. Yeah. I still
Hell,
got to
even
watch
Sharknado came back this year. Oh god.
it.
I decided I'm gonna rewatch this movie, the first one, just for the hell of it. That did not age good.
It's been a while since I've watched it. I don't know. I'll have to go. Like I have them. The only one I don't have the last one, but I have them all. But it's been a while since I've watched them.
Well, they did like for the anniversary, they were supposed to added some stuff, new CGI, new stuff, made it better than it was before. Don't know if they're gonna do a physical release. I haven't heard. Just that they were going around showing it, have viewings for it.
Mm.
And there's Big Shark, which I want to see Big Shark just because Tommy Wiseau did a shark movie.
What's it called? Just Big Shark?
Big Shark, and it's Tommy Wiseau, the guy who gave us The Room, did a killer shark movie, it looks like.
He's ripping me apart.
And that's the thing. It's like, kill a shark movie. Who's the director? Tommy Wiseau. Who? The guy who did The Room. Oh, this like
Instead of tearing me apart, he's ripping me apart.
It's just this on that alone. Like when you hear that name, it's like I got to see that. Just got to see that because he was touring for the anniversary of The Room and promoting that Big Shark. Where one night you go see a screening of The Room, and then the next night, same theater, Big Shark.
Right.
So he was doing both, which is yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And you were supposed to have a movie come out this year, weren't you?
Huh?
You were supposed to have a Thanksgiving movie come out this year.
They postponed Amityville Turkey Day, so I don't know when that's supposed to be coming out. And then I don't know if it's already out now, but it's supposed to be out. Also, Silent Night, Bloody Night 3. It's just a picture, not a speaking role, but it's going to be like somewhere in a file. Yeah, you'll see. So, but like just a little clip. You know how they have photos in the movies, whether a missing sign or unsolved murder or something. So, but I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's a little photo credit for that, whatever. But yeah, I don't know about Turkey Day when that's supposed to be out. So I don't know.
I was looking forward to that one too, and it's like
I was already, and it was weird and then they took it down. I don't know why they had it on. I don't mind, but just for fun, I typed in Camp Blood 9 on Amazon, just for the heck of it, and it had the summary, had the picture and everything on there, but then it said unavailable at this time. I'm like, well, duh. But it was just weird that they had it on Amazon, and then I went back to it again, and I guess they took it down. So, but I heard we should be getting a release date on Camp Blood 9. Well, an announcement on it soon. So hopefully that'll be out January, maybe mid January or end of January. I don't know. So
yeah, we got Five Nights at Freddy's, but I'm staying away from it because I've not heard anything good.
I mean, I don't play the game or anything, so I mean, for me, I mean, it was all right. For what it was.
Well, no, see, one thing I've heard is all about the games is there's jump scares. It has a lot of jump scares in the games.
Yeah,
and people were saying that's not really in the movie.
I mean, there might have been one or two, but I mean, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the game is rated teen or mature or not, or if they should have had like the better deaths. I forget.
I have one of the games because I thought I'll just check this out, and I'm not having any luck. The creatures. It's one where you can actually move around, walk around, not just hide in a room, and the creatures keep getting me. So I'll get past the robotic killer crocodile eventually. we got an interactive Silent Hill game, but now apparently it's streaming as a show on, I forget what platform.
It is on Tubi, I think, because I have seen this. You said Silent Hill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Tubi. I saw that. At first I thought it was a movie, then I'm like, wait, what is this that I'm watching? I didn't
It
watch
was
it, but I was curious to
supposed
see.
to be, I guess, I was hearing it's supposed to be like an interactive game, but now I guess they turned it into a show. Hopefully we do better than the game, because I one of those ones where it didn't get positive feedback.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I like sort of like started it as a just to see what it was, like look through it. I was like, it almost looks like a game movie, sort of.
Well, it started out as one, and they released
I
that.
mean, I know it started out as a game, but I wasn't sure. Like at first, I almost thought it was live action. I was like, "What? They do a movie of Silent Hill? Another one?"
Oh,
What is this?
the graphics for games right now, they're pretty good.
Oh yeah.
People are talking about AI. I got a movie about AI. You know, video games kind of sneaking in there.
Oh yeah. I haven't played it yet, but it looks actually pretty good. The Avatar game looks pretty interesting. It's you can explore Pandora and all that, and
I've been doing those what they call the dark picture anthology games.
yes, those are fun.
I'm doing Little Hope right now, and I did
Little Hope is good. Yeah,
the first one, because we have 4 more coming out. Season 2 is coming out, and there's gonna be a VR one.
Oh
and that
man,
is so weird where they make the characters look like the actors.
yeah. I'd like to play that as a VR though. That would be good as a VR. Little Hope.
One of they all going to be doing a VR one. So there's going to be 5 games instead of 4 coming out, because one's going to be a VR.
Yeah. What's the other one called? Of City? It starts with an O or something. Little Hope, and what else is there? There's like a couple of them. I can't remember what it is.
There's Little Hope, Devil in Me.
I thought there was one that started with an O. I could be wrong and maybe thinking of another game, but
because I have one of them. I have Man of Madan.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I was thinking something else. Maybe I'm thinking some other game. I don't know.
But it's like playing in a movie.
Yeah.
Which we've had. Netflix did some interactive stuff.
Yep.
They had a show. What was that show called?
They did a Black Mirror episode. It was what was it called? But it was a choose your own ending and stuff, like what to do through it. I can't remember any names tonight. I'm like, I don't know. It was called something, but yeah, that was it.
We had Exorcist the Beginner, which, much like Pet Sematary Bloodlines, I don't think I've heard anything good about.
Yeah, it was all right. Not as what I expected. I was hoping for better.
Isn't that supposed to be a trilogy? They're doing a trilogy.
We'll see. I guess.
Look, there's a return of something. Exodus returning in 2023.
Yep.
We had Saw.
Saw was a good one this year, yes. And I can't wait to see 11 next year.
Oh, the Scream, but unfortunately, that drama, everything going on, is going to outweigh that next movie.
I mean, the director I know dropped out, so they might as well just cancel the whole movie. So there's no point.
People leaving, people being fired. Give the franchise a break for a bit.
Yeah, until you can figure out, and don't let Spyglass have it. They they totally just ruined it.
What studio would you think would be good for it?
Well, anything but Spyglass right now. I don't know what. It's like no Blumhouse. I don't think that would. I don't think
they're going to be doing the Dead by Daylight a movie.
No, they are.
Which I'm intrigued by, because there's a lot of killers in that game, and they can't do any of the copyrighted ones. So no Pinhead, No Michael, no Chucky, no Tiffany, no Xenomorph.
Ah,
But it's going to be interesting to see what killers are in it and how they do it. So I'm intrigued.
yeah, that could be a good thing. So, another good movie I liked this year, Murder Size. That was definitely one of my favorites.
That was not the best movie. And then I had comments that I had to delete my review of it. Boobies, boobies, boobies. Oh, fucking
It's like, what are you trying to ruin my page? Stop. Yes, we know. We know.
Well, yeah, I get it. There's boobies. And the funniest, best scene in the movie. I spent all these money on these. Someone will look at them.
Look at him. Look at my tits. Are you a man? Jess is awesome. She's so funny.
The whole line of "I spent all this money on them." Someone's gonna look at them. And the one guy, I can't look. I'm you. You're gonna be union.
Maybe if you're in a movie professionally, but no, until I get that big fat check.
And she kills them, and then they come in. And the one girl, the mafia daughter, she knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And the other guy's like, "Oh, what happened?"
She's like, I found it. Like, got blood on
And
her
you
hand.
can see the mafia girl's like, "Really?" She's got that look on her face, like, "Really?"
I love when she does the coke and she's all coke. That's like hilarious. She goes back out.
Bouncing off the wall. Oh, let's go this. Yeah. It's like, damn. Someone's out there, and she's all like, Ronald Reagan. There was that other one, the one that had the first Jason in it. About the amusement park. I don't know if that was this year or last year, but it had the guy who played the original Jason.
Oh, that's what we watched. That was on Tubi a few weeks ago, or earlier last month or whatever, when we had the two from The Boy from Below. She was in that movie.
It's good to see him in something, because outside of music videos, I haven't seen him in anything. I'm
Well,
sure he's still.
He was also in the movie The Barn, I think, and The Barn 2. Or maybe just the first one. I have to check.
Is something up with The Barn too? Because I've been seeing stuff about its name pop up. So it's like,
But yeah, he also did I think he was in Clown Motel, and I mean he's done stuff. Let's see what he's done recently.
Have you ever listened to his stuff? It's been a while since I've listened to first Jason.
Yeah, I haven't. The last time I listened to him was when I saw him in Spookala. That was the last I heard him live. Let's see. Ari. Okay, why does it come up? I guess I'll just look up Friday the 13th and then his name in it, because I don't know why
Ari Letterman?
It's like L.I. Yeah, that's him, but I don't know why I can't get him to come up on IMDb. Let's see. Betsy Palmer, Andrea King, blah, blah, blah. Kevin Bacon, Mark Nelson. He's probably at the last one, since he only had 10 seconds of it. Oh, there he is. Okay. So he's in Lust, Magic, and The Witch's Sabbath. He plays the devil. Phantom Fun World, that's what he was in. Phantom Fun World. Oh, he was in Summer House Slaughter, which is on Tubi.
Speaking of a movie that has the word slaughter and house in it, I still need to check out Slaughter House.
I liked it, and then when it got to the end, it got so stupid what happened. I'm like, okay, this is getting dumb. When a sloth is driving a car and using a phone.
I really got to see this movie now.
He sitting down, he goes away, he starts driving. I'm like, he steals the key, or she steals the keys, and yeah.
So, the first thing you hear is a sloth, and it's going to be a killer. Okay, interesting. Now you say it drives. Oh shit! I've really got to check this movie out now.
It's so sad. And then type stuff on the phone and films the murder. Just what the heck heck is this? It's like I thought it was just a killer sloth, not a intelligent. I don't know. Okay, I was right. He is in The Barn 2 also, and The Clown Motel 2, which came out in 22.
You realize this was a year of killer animals? We had bears on cocaine,
Yeah.
cougars on cocaine,
Crabs from Outer Space on cocaine. I didn't watch that, but
oh god, I thought you were kidding till you sent me that trailer and it was like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you, Steven? What are you watching?
they're just like plastic crabs, though. It's like, what the heck?
And then we're like, it's supposed to have gut and killed somebody, and all they did was they took a plastic.
They took a plastic skeleton and threw it out. Like it didn't even look like a decent skeleton. It just looked like one from like Walmart plastic skeleton. Just, I bet the budget for that movie was $100. I'm sorry, people, but yeah, it's.
But see what else? What other? Okay, we had some bad CGI gator, slaughterhouse. I know we had some more animals in there, but it was like the strange one: slaughterhouse and bad CGI gator.
Yeah,
killer from the crabs from outer space. Wasn't there a meth gator in there too?
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Cocaine Bear. Got this influx of drug-related killer animal movies.
Yep. And technically, the what was it? He didn't even live. Like the bear that ate the cocaine died. The true story. They just made the movie.
Because I got bored and I looked it up, and the true story is this guy was known for smuggling the drugs. Yeah, he jumped out of a plane.
Yeah,
he with the parachute, but he had too much on him, so. And it was what 150, 175 pound black bear ate it and then killed over.
Yeah.
So they was like, well, that's not good enough. We need to do more.
That would have been. It wouldn't have been a movie. It would have just been a short film. Okay, he ate it and died. That's so fun. Let's make him a killer bear on cocaine.
I mean, and that scene from the trailer. I haven't watched the movie yet, where they're like in the ambulance and you just see it, doing the whole jump into it.
That was crazy. Oh my god. Oh, so you haven't seen it yet? You just okay.
Yeah, I've been hearing mixed reviews. Some people are like, "Yeah, it's funny." Others are like, "Oh God, it's the worst ever."
I liked it. It was funny. And it was like when the couple were watching it, they're like, "Oh, we're so lucky!" And all of a sudden, Dare just attacks the guy who was like taking pictures of him. And the kids was pretty funny too. And I think it was Ray Liotta's one of his last movies.
How many does he have left? He had a few.
Let me see. There was like either 2 or 3 that he did, and that was it.
Let's see. Cocaine Bear, Fool's Paradise, Dangerous Waters, and then they haven't announced The Substance on April 29th, 1992. I know what that movie's going to be about.
Right.
It's the same thing the song's about.
Yeah.
So he's got a few left.
And I'm trying to think what else was good that I liked this year or a first watch. I did watch Bad CGI Gator. That was funny. It lives up to his name, Bad CGI.
Now we need Bad CGI Gator, which is Bad CGI Shark.
Yeah, have him verse.
Asylum was popping up some spin-offs to the demonic toys, and were they doing some for Puppet Master, or was that? Although are they now just focused on demonic toys?
Maybe just demonic toys, I guess.
Well, they got to do something. They haven't done anything with Killjoy, which I'm not happy about.
Yeah.
Asylum just put out silent movies. They put out that one about the guy whose head can turn to a pumpkin and catch on fire, and he rides around on a motorcycle. He's got Wolverine claws or something.
Oh, okay.
The minute they showed the motorcycle and the flaming pumpkin, it's like, oh god, I know what they're doing here.
It's like Ghost Rider, but a pumpkin.
And the way they advertised it was so blatant. Like they were just like daring people to say anything. But it's Asylum. And they released Megalodon the Frenzy with Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts just does any movie, I swear. Like he's just done so many movies.
He's one of the, because you had him, Tom Arnold, and Tom Sizemore were the ones you would see in a lot of the silent movies. Well, unfortunately, we lost Tom Sizemore.
Yeah.
So now they're just Tom Arnold and, God damn, why can't people just drive by normally and not have the souped up cars? But now it's going to be Eric Roberts and Tom Arnold.
Yep. Which I want to check out. I think Tom Arnold's in a movie that's coming out, Desert Fiends. It's kind of like a cross between Wrong Turn and Hills Have Eyes, where people are going to this concert out in the desert, and there's like these cannibalistic killers out.
Does he play a member of a band or something?
Or a manager or something, or I don't know.
I had seen a trailer for like some band, and it's all like old rockers or whatever going out to some show and
in the desert.
Going.
No, that's that the ant movie or whatever, where there's giant ants. Who's in that? But no, this is a different movie. Sean C. Phillips, I think he wrote it or directed it or both, and I forget who else is in it. I think Lorelai, who was in Camp Blood with me, I think she's in it. Who else was in it? But it hasn't been released yet. They've done a trailer for it, but it hasn't come out yet. Let's see if it has a page here. See who's in it. Desert Fiends. But yeah, the one you're thinking about, the rock concert. Yeah, Eric Roberts is in Desert Fiends. It's 6 friends who break down in the middle of nowhere on the way to a concert and encounter with the Desert Fiends, a deranged family that lives in the desert, killing anyone. Okay, Bei Ling is in it. Scout Taylor Compton is in it. Tom Arnold is in it.
Bei Ling.
Lisa Wilcox is in it. Yep, I was right. Lorelai is in it. Eileen Dietz, Nicole Butler, Sean C. Phillips, Brett Wagner is in it. Let's see, who else do we know here?
We got some documentaries this year, didn't we, too?
Yeah.
I watched the Chucky one. Life with Chucky.
I didn't watch that yet, though. How was that? I haven't watched it yet.
It's a decent one. I feel like it could be better. It just kind of it goes over like the history of the character, tells you how he got created, goes over the movies. I felt it could have gone into more detail, but like how he was created, how all the different stuff they come up with, and how it goes from the movie and through the TV shows. So it's I think someone said that from a series, because there's a Robert Englund one, the Chucky one, and an It one.
Yeah,
and I've only seen the Chucky one.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think, what was it? It was like Pennywise, or I forget what they called the It one.
But it was the daughter of one of the people who had worked on the movies does it.
Mm-hmm.
And she talks about, pretty much growing up with it. Great, listening to Fiona and her dad talk, and Chucky dolls sitting in the background. And them talking about, when they needed to play him younger and some of the stuff.
Mm-hmm. That was great when she played him in the TV show, younger version of him.
So it's pretty cool. It talks to some of the older cast. So it is pretty cool, but I still feel like really nice. So if they went into a little more depth, it would have probably took up more time if they went in depth with more of the stuff.
Right. Yeah, I'll probably check it out eventually. So
As I said, it's on Tubi. I don't know where the other two are. I want to check out the other two.
I don't know if the It one was on Tubi or not, or if you have to. Oh, I'm thinking maybe the Pet Cemetery one is on there.
Well, there's a Pet Cemetery one.
They have one on Pet Cemetery. Yeah, it's like called Unearthed or something like that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. So
I would like to see one in Maximum Overdrive.
that would be a good one.
And he was coked out the whole time.
Oh, hey man. So yeah.
1 minute. So man knows I haven't forgotten. I got 1 second.
Oh, okay.
So the background off. I got you the package. She won a copy of a movie, and I got it ready. I just stayed away from the post office. I went to the store the other day, and everybody getting the last minute stuff for New Year's.
Oh, crazy
Chaos. So, and then I'm like, because Pat was saying that I think he said the post office was even crazy. So I'm like, wait, but I haven't gotten man. I'm gonna be. I bought a copy of the first 3 Killjoy movies, and then Jim sent me the red box that comes with the first 3.
Okay.
Which I was just cool. I'm like, well, okay, I got this copy. Who's gonna win it? And she won it. So I got a few other movies I'm gonna send her to.
All right.
Yeah, you were talking about documentaries. Have you watched Not Quite Hollywood?
No.
It's one of the ones I'm sending her. See it in here. Oh, it's in here. It looks at Australia. If you're interested in Ozploitation.
Okay.
It looks at just the different stuff, and because we had a period of time where we had Ozploitation, which was it's different types. Ozploitation and Machete Maidens are 2 good documentaries. Maidens is based on when they used to go shoot all the movies in the Philippines.
Okay.
Which, if you're interested in all that kind of stuff, those are 2 great documentaries.
Okay, that sounds interesting. I don't think I've watched any documentaries in a while, but I should check some out because they do have good stuff. So,
and learning the difference of watching the Chucky one, them getting into how the guy who wrote it and created it and the different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you look at Fiona and the girl who does it, her dad worked on those movies, so it's like these 2 girls grew up with Chucky.
Yeah.
So it's like
they literally grew up with Chucky.
Oh yeah. It's like, what do you guys think now? Growing up with Chucky, started back then, and now
my dad's Chucky.
Who was that? They was watching this interview with this wrestler, Sasha Banks, real life cousin of Snoop Dogg. She goes 9 years old. She finds out, so she's trying to tell all her friends at school, "Hey, my cousin Snoop Dogg." Bullshit.
What was it? What's his name? Who's Superman? Harvey Keitel or whatever. That's his name, right? Superman or Henry? No, Henry Harvey. Wait.
Oh, you're talking about the guy who played him in the
DC, in the DC movie. Yeah, I think it was his nephew or whatever was saying he was wearing a shirt. He's like saying, "My uncle's Superman," and they didn't believe him or whatever. And then he actually showed up at the school. It's like, yeah, because none of the teachers or no one believed them that they were related.
Well, look at Fiona. How many times she's saying, "My dad's Chucky." No, he's not. He shows up. That's not Chucky. Like, okay, here's a voice.
No, it would be funny if she just had the Chucky doll. This is my dad. What? Give me the power, I beg of you. Oh, that'd be funny.
Okay, what I was wondering is, after 95 years, the first 3 Disney movies, including animated shorts, including Steamboat Willie, are going public domain. So those versions of Mickey and Minnie are public domain. So I'm thinking, we saw what happened with Winnie when he got public domain. And I think that someone said that there's not going to be like a Bambi and a Pinocchio one.
Yeah, Peter Pan they're doing. Yeah.
So I'm like, are we going to get a Steamboat Willie horror movie? Public domain.
Let's do it. Oh, man. Yeah. I should talk to some people. Maybe we can make it happen. Hey, and we got a Mickey and Minnie Mouse. They're in domain. All right. That would be crazy. Well, they did. What was that movie? Tomorrowland, where they did that Disney horror movie. That was weird. Did you watch that? Tomorrowland?
Oh, no.
They actually did a horror Disney movie where they were at the Disney park and filmed it.
The whole, the whole story about the Pirates of the Caribbean, that there was a real skeleton there at one point, according to the legend.
Possibly.
If that really is true, how the hell did that happen? How did no one not notice? Why is there no identification number on this? Why doesn't this look like plastic or something?
Yeah. Like they should have used that skeleton for Space Crabs from Outer Space. Would have looked a lot better.
God damn, when you told me about that and you sent me that trailer, it's like, do I laugh or do I cry?
It was so bad. And the guy's covered in plastic crabs. And then they show the scene they're moving the plastic.
And those crabs, they're not, those are the real cheap ones that don't move. They're just like stationary, like.
Oh.
And there's a lot of them too.
Yeah.
So that's where the budget went to, that and that skeleton.
That was it.
What else? I'm trying to remember what came out this year, because again, I don't really watch a lot of the current films. I only do it every now and then. So I know I did watch some for this year. So I'm trying to think. Silent Night. Okay, I like the Once Upon a Knife. Someone got me to watch. Sometimes you gotta like, hey, let's do something. Let's watch this. Again, She Comes to the Wood. Decent movie, but it's 2022, not 2023, and not a Tubi exclusive. They just got the deal to stream it. Which, if you like 80s slashers, it does capture the feeling.
Yeah,
it does. And aside from one scene, I think there's only one CGI kill. It's real quick when a guy gets his head blown off. I think they did CGI for that, but the rest of it's practical.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty good one.
So I'll check it out. I started watching a little bit before I came on tonight. The Woodman just came out, and it's Ouija Shark 2. Yep, gotta mention that there. That's what Patrick said.
Oh, we got Zombie Town, but I don't really do R.L. Stine.
I actually like Zombie Town. That was good. I like R.L. Stine ones. So. The Goosebumps show with Justin Long. I mean, it's not really a movie, but I mean, it was good for what it was. I liked it. It was a darker version of Goosebumps. Let's see. I don't know if I'm frozen or if Echo froze. Hello. Hey, man, and Patrick, can you hear me? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, there you go. You froze. I don't know if it was my end or your end, but you
my
froze.
end. I've been having net issues. There was a scene that no one warned me about in Nutcracker Massacre. A close-up of a guy having his testicles removed.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I'm watching this, and they're so bad looking. So I'm like having to look at first. What the hell is that?
Well, that's why it's called the Nutcracker. Come on. You should have figured that out.
Gunjam Zombie, which is a South Korean one. It's a pretty good one. 8 versus Mech Monster. Oh. No.
Top 10 Wild Eyes.
So I'm looking
at the top. Well, one's in the top 10, but it's not out yet. Coming out next year.
I still want to see Thanksgiving, and I got
Thanksgiving's good. Yeah.
Kill Hook Goats, but I still need to watch that, even though I have a copy of it.
Yeah, they sent that in horror pack also. I had gotten a copy of it, and then they sent it in horror pack. I'm like, figures.
I got the one that comes in the special red case. It's supposed to have the a sticker and some behind the scene pictures, but the in the envelope they put the picture in, it's sealed, so I had to rip it open to look at the pictures.
Yep.
Top 10 ITN. A lot of the ones from like the British ones are kind of like they can, if you get a series from like the Tooth Fairy one from the British branch of ITN, starts off good and then goes downhill. So about a psych ward. Which one is that?
I mean, there's a bunch of movies with a psych ward. So
exactly, you say psych ward is like.
Well, there's a movie called The Ward. And I think that was the one with Amber Turd.
Oh, hell no. I'm passing that one up. Oh, the last Voyage of D'Amato, whatever. I got to see that. The Wrath of Becky.
That was good. I like The Wrath of Becky.
And that's a sequel or something.
Yeah, it's the sequel to just Becky. I hope they do a third one of Becky. The way they ended, I won't spoil it, but they can definitely do a third one.
Trying to see what else there was. The Death Do Us Part. I mean, that one's been popping up.
Yeah, I haven't checked that out yet.
Trinket Box. I like that name. Trinket Box. That's kind of got a cool name to it. Infinity Pull.
I heard that was really good, but I haven't watched it yet.
I'm the same.
Oh, I gotta watch
the Angry Black Girl. The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster.
I heard that When Evil Lurks is supposed to be a good one. Oh, Suitable Flesh that Joe Lynch did. That was really good. Where they had the switch bodies. Did you watch that yet? Suitable Flesh? Oh, she said Gojan that
Ganjam Zombies.
Ganjam, yeah.
So it's like that song, doing Gundam style. Oh, whatever it goes. That's why whenever I talk about it, I break into that. Do it Gundam Zombie. Oh. The Asylum. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck. That 80s slasher movie, I think. Oh, there is a foreign one called The Asylum, I think.
Okay.
That's the thing when you talk about a movie's got asylum in it or whatever. It's a long list.
Yeah. Oh, I did watch last week. I watched that Nicolas Cage movie, Dream Scenario, where he's like an average guy, and everyone he starts dreaming about him. Like billions of people, he becomes this totally viral. And in the dreams, he's just like standing there, like he doesn't do anything. But all of a sudden, they start getting violent. They don't show it, but you hear like some people get rapes, and then some people you see he kills them, almost like Freddy Krueger. They even make a joke at one point when he's at another country that he has a Freddy glove on, and he didn't. They did like the Fangoria thing, but and then it like ruins his life because people are afraid of him in person, and it's just like totally destroys his life, and he doesn't know what's going on. And oh, Talk to Me, that was good.
See, there's Asylum, there's Madhouse, The Dead Pit. Oh, God. That's the one. The one thing that sticks to that movie, and then the cover lies to you what the zombies are going to look like. The girl, they kept like she had cut her costume, or like the sleeves off or whatever, to make it more comfortable. But at the end of the day, they have to clean her costume so she can use it the next day. And mysteriously, it kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Mm.
It's like, got a nice body, lady. And I'm sure someone really wanted it to be seen. And there was one from the 80s.
I haven't watched it yet, but I was talking to Greta, and she said it was pretty good. She even posted about it. There's something in the barn, and I think that's a Christmas one too, but I haven't checked that out yet. It's they're in Norway, and they inherited a family estate, and Lucas discovers a mysterious barn elf from ancient folklore living in the barn, and the elf plots to get rid of American intruders.
So I'm trying to figure out what movie. It's got Asylum in the name, and it's Korean. I do think I know of one because I'm picturing this image in my head. You're gonna make me research this, aren't you, man? God damn it!
Well, you can do that after the show.
It's gonna be 2025. Where have you been for a year? Trying to find this movie.
Hey, when you realize that the end of the year is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Next year we have some anniversaries. I think.
Gotham Haunted Asylum, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see next, because this year we had Crazies. Next year is it Texas Chainsaw Massacre? It turns 50. Either it or Jaws is turning 50 next year. Yeah, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre turns 50.
Okay.
And by the way, so does the Transformers cartoon turns 40.
Okay.
When did I talk about that movie, though, man? I don't remember ever talking about it.
Were you possessed and just talking about it and don't remember?
That must be. And you do know me, if it's a movie I talk about and I make you do a watch along, it's probably gonna be make you suffer again. She still hasn't recovered from Poultry Guys, Night of the Chicken Dead.
That was a messed up movie. Oh my gosh.
Her action, what the fuck is this? What is this? Probably hasn't had chicken since.
Nah.
Her husband's probably like, you know what sounds good tonight, honey? Some nice fried chicken. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Go get yourself a hamburger.
Not from any restaurant, anyway.
I mean, maybe I talked about a movie from Asylum, but I don't remember talking about that one. So, see, she loves it. She loves that movie.
Hey, there's a show we can do one night. All of the grossest movies you regret watching.
I don't think it's the grossest. It's just the, oh my God, that movie's so horrible.
Or a horrible factor, or what? Yeah, whatever.
I'll start with Zombie.
That was just silly.
That scene where those on the make out getting ready to have sex and she turns into a were-zombie right down with the teeth.
No.
Like, no. I mean, Asylum's a good setting for a horror movie.
Mm-hmm. don't usually remember talking about them.
I mean, look at next year. We have Terrifier 3,
Yeah,
which I'm hyped for.
that's probably the most anticipated movie for me next year, I think.
Well, you look like the first one had some amazing kills in it. It was violent, and the second one topped it. So it's like, what is the third one gonna do?
You know, the third one's gonna top it. So
Top 20 death scenes. Wow, that's hard.
yeah, we could probably do a show on that.
And there's some pretty good ones in it. I've always been a fan of the sleeping bag kill from Friday the 13th. Which I swear to God, when I went and saw Jason X attend in the theater, I swear to God, they changed the audio. Because when I saw it in the theater, he's hitting the bag against the tree.
Yeah,
Those women were moaning as if they were like having sex. But every other time I watch that movie, they're not. So I swear to God, they had to change that audio.
maybe they did because it's what it sounded like.
It's like, oh, it's like.
Yes, Velocipaster 2. I want to see that. I don't know when that's supposed to be coming out because even back when I had Alyssa on the show, she said that they were working on it or it was coming eventually, and that was over a year ago, so I don't know.
Yeah, I have that movie, and I've had people who told me I shouldn't watch it. One person was very aggressive about it. Don't you watch this movie? It's terrible. And it's like,
it's a joke. It's meant to be funny. I mean, like it's got a dinosaur and ninjas, and his transformation is so silly, but it's great though.
Well, as long as the transformation is better than the werewolf transformations from the Quarry, that game, it's like you don't get like grand transformations. Just they scream, the skin falls off, and they're a werewolf.
No, man. It's called Velocipaster. It's a Wild Eye movie. You can look up the trailer. And as I was saying, I had Alyssa, the main woman in it. She was on the show about a year and a half ago.
What, man, didn't you see my when I was showing off my Wild Eye collection? I showed that movie. I was like, and here you go.
It is a fun movie.
Yeah, that was one of the ones when Bones and Hobbs will help. They decided that because I only had like a few Wild Eye, that like he needs more, so they were like going, "Here you go, we got some stuff for you." Oh, hey, talk to Bones. I believe it's one of the ones Bones sent me. Now I'm eyeing Amazing Bulk just for the hell of it because I thought it'd be funny as hell. I might sign it and send it to somebody as a joke. So like I sent one to Pat that movie's Horror Remake, which is a documentary, and I don't know if Pat's watched it yet because they interview a certain director we don't like. He's like, I want to keep the movies, old slasher movies, horror movies of the 70s and 80s and 90s alive. Wow, you're failing there.
Yeah, it'd be a long time to show all the Wild Eyes. Here we go.
You got a pretty good collection there.
Over 300, almost 400.
Whoa! So if I would ask you what's your favorite out of them, it'd probably be hard to answer that one in it.
There's a few good ones, and some of them I still need to watch. I've just had them, but
I'd have to go to Death to Metal.
Death to Metal is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just because that was the one last year you couldn't get me to shut up about. You'd be talking to me, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, there's this movie called Death to Metal. So that has to be my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm looking for FPS, that one movie they did.
First person shooter, I have that as a wild one. Wild Eye. No pun intended.
You found it in English?
Yeah.
How the hell did you do that? I can only find it in German.
Yeah. Oh, Cat Sick Blues. That's messed up. Where
I got when I did my Wild Eye Showman collection. Mr. Dan in Horror told me that's one I should check out.
Yes, that's a good one. He has like a glove of claws, but then he's got a barbed wire like cat dildo.
Well, here's one for you. Okay, If I had to suggest a horror movie from this year, it's going to be for people to watch. It's going to be, off the top of my head, Once Upon a Knife.
Yeah.
If you were to suggest one for someone to watch this year, what would it be?
Well, if you're a Saw fan, definitely Saw. I gotta say, Totally Killer was good too. What else? That's what I can think of right now. So
I know that any Pat suggests is going to be from IFC Midnight.
yeah. But yeah,
These
I agree though on Once Upon a Knife. That was that was definitely a good one.
And I would also say, if you're a fan of the old 80s slashers, give She Comes From the Wood a check out. It has that feel. I want to own a copy of it, but unless I can find a bootleg copy of it, which I'm sure about the sites that do that.
Yeah. Yeah, chocolate strawberry vanilla is a good one too. That's a good wild eye.
Man apparently got Hereditary. I went to the store. I went to Best Buy today, and I'm walking in. My mom's like, "When are they getting rid of movies?" I don't know when they're going to stop
Hopefully
selling
never.
movies.
I don't want them to get rid of movies.
And I walk into Best Buy, and there's hardly anything there.
Well, because they're getting, I know Best Buy is getting rid of them, but
plus it's probably post holiday stuff. People going, picking what they want.
They're probably just selling out whatever they have left, and then whatever they sell out, that's it.
Well, man, a suggestion. There's a series of Stephen and Pat probably remember this. The After Dark Horror Fest / 8 Films to Die For.
Yep.
They did those from 2007, 15, 2017 was when they ended it.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a gap for a year or two. They didn't do them. Great movies.
Yeah, they need to bring them back or do new ones or something. I wish they put them, or what they should do is put them all on Blu-ray.
I still think that for independent directors trying to get the stuff out there, this series would be great for them. My favorite is called Reincarnation, which is a Japanese one where all those people at the hotel died, and years later they're going to make a movie. Turns out the people, including the killer, have been reincarnated.
Yep.
Good and creepy. The Monster. Yeah, because it's a good series. They did Reincarnation. Was it? Let's see what else they do in there. Grave Dancers.
Yeah, Tooth and Nails. I can't remember.
One of the Butterfly Effects.
The third one, yeah. Let's see, Rebirth. The Many Deaths of Ian Stone, I think it was called, where he kept dying different ways. I can't remember them all, but there were good ones though. But I'd have to look them up. I don't remember them all. I think Borderland was one of them. And you froze up again. It's like technical difficulties on his end. First, my computer wasn't starting up right away.
Yeah. As fun as 2023 was, and it's been a cool year. It's had its ups and downs. Like I said in the, Echo Clown reviews 2023, we've had our ups and downs. I am looking forward to what we see in 2024.
For sure. Allergies, yeah, for sure. As I sneeze and blow off the computer here.
I haven't seen that new Godzilla movie yet.
Oh, yeah.
Which I am a fan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I found the list for 8 films to die for. Dark Ride, The Abandoned. You said Grave Dancers. I said Borderland. Crazy Eights. Nightmare Man, Penny Dreadful, Reincarnation, The Broken, The Hamiltons, Tooth and Nail, Unrest, Autopsy, Dread, Kill Theory, Lake Dead, Lake Mungo, Mulberry Street, Wicked Little Things, The Deaths of okay, it's just The Deaths of Ian Stone, not the many, and Unearthed. So that was what they were.
And they did that multiple years, and about a year or two, they stopped and they went back to doing them. And they're really cool. Although they always said that, these are movies that are too scary, too extreme. I think this is the movies they probably figured they weren't going to make money in the theaters.
Yeah.
So it's a good series.
The Abandoned. Did I say The Abandoned Hamiltons? I think this is the order that they did them in. I said that one.
Two of them are related, I think.
Oh, Frontiers is a good one. Autopsy. The Butterfly Effect 3, Revelations. Dying Breed. From Within. Perkins 14. Slaughter. Voices. The Final. The Graves. Kill Theory. I said that. The Reeds. Hidden. Zombies of Mass Destruction. Okay, I think that's all of them. I found the full 33 titles. Yeah.
Yeah, Pat, back when Dollar Tree still did movies, and none of the Dollar Trees here do movies. They do just gift cards.
Yeah.
And that's sad because you'd find some cool stuff. When I found some of the episodes for Toxic Crusaders. We lost, a lot of people this year too. Julian Sands was one you knew.
Yeah.
The Woloch.
Yep. And I'm so glad I got a chance to meet him at Texas Frightmare. Shoot.
What was he like?
He was cool. He was talking to people, and I was talking to him about arachnophobia too, because he was the photographer in Arachnophobia that got it in the neck and stuff. And yeah, I mean, he was cool. I mean,
I didn't to get a remake of that.
Yeah, which I don't know why. It was good enough. That's one of those remakes. Why? What would be funny though if they did have John Goodman as the Exterminator again?
Yeah, I heard about that. I saw who was it? Someone was posting about he passed away today.
Who did? Tom Wilkinson.
Yeah.
Who was that? That sounds familiar.
I've seen him and stuff. I just can't remember.
It's look him up.
He was in Rush Hour, Batman Begins, The Patriot, The Full Monty, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Who's the Green Hornet? There's a YouTuber who did some a little bit of acting.
Oh, I know who he is. I recognize him. Yeah.
I forget who it was, but there was somebody, another YouTuber who did a little acting back in the day, and got to be an extra in one of the movies he was in, and he posted about it.
Yeah, Camden Toy, who was on my show a little over a year ago from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, he passed away. Who else died? Can we trade Tomlinson for Seth Rogen?
No, what's stuck with Seth?
Who else passed away this year? Some people.
It's a big. I went and looked, and it's a big list.
Yeah.
We lost this one guy, Wyndham Rotunda, who was a wrestler, who was working on a horror movie, which was really good because a very creative guy. But then he got re-signed to a wrestling company. We never got to see it. Oh. And he's really, really creative. He's one of those guys who's got the creative mind to pull people in.
Yeah.
If they would say that if Hollywood got their hands on him, wrestling would never get him back, because Hollywood would have got the claws and Jim would be tapping that mine. He was so creative.
Let's see.
Because I made the mistake of looking up, and it was like, oh, the psychiatrist, the guy who played the psychiatrist from Terminator, passed away this year. He was in, I think, the first 3 movies.
Okay, celebrities who died in 2023. Yeah, Matthew Perry. Yep. Let's see. Ryan O'Neal, Tom Sizemore. Let's see. Henry Kissinger. Seeing who the big ones are here. Sorry, Death Stars who died this year. Let's see. People.com. Oh, I didn't know that. The guy from Parasite died. Lee Sun, however you say his name, in the 2019 Oscar-winning film Parasite, died at age 48 in December. Lee was found dead inside a car at Seoul Park, according to Associated Press. I didn't hear that. That's new to me.
Tom Sizemore, Tony Bennett, Treat Williams.
Oh, yeah. Treat Williams, yeah.
Richard Mall. Cindy Williams, is it her name? Raquel Welch, Ryan O'Neal, Pee Wee Herman. We lost the original Wednesday Addams. Lisa Lauren, however you say her name.
Oh, she died this year? Oh, yeah. Dang, I met her a couple of times. I never got an autograph or anything. I mean, money was, short at conventions, but I would stop by and say hi to her. She was nice. Oh, the dude from Brooklyn Nine-Nine died.
Yeah, we lost Shaft. No more Jerry Springer, so
I already knew that.
I always wanted to be on that show.
That would have been fun. Just to
my whole dream was to have him in a fight would break out to crack a chair over the security guard's back. David McCallum, Ducky.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, Suzanne Summers.
Piper Laurie, how do you say her name?
Yep. It's like we're ending the show with deaths of the year. Tony Bennett. Yeah. Paul Rubens.
We saw movies, we listened to the music. So it's sad, but
oh yeah, Steve Harwell, Smash Mouth. Yeah.
Well, I kind of knew that was coming when I started hearing the stories about him, and then not that long afterwards, they were like he's in a hospice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jimmy Buffett.
No more Margaritaville.
Bob Barker. He was 99. Jeez.
I want him to make it to 100.
I know. Couldn't he just made it to 100? Same thing with Betty White. She was almost 100.
Oh, God. All the times I would go, Betty White, the sexiest woman alive. She was. Okay, I wasn't the biggest fan of hers until she did Lake Placid.
She was hilarious in Lake
Placid. It was one line that won me over. If I had a penis, this is where I tell you to suck it.
If I had
at that moment, I was like, I'm in love. Because she always played like the airhead.
I saw a funny clip of her on TikTok earlier. I forget if the show is called Hot in Cleveland, I think. Is that what it was? Okay, I guess she goes, oh, the baker from Pie. I guess the place was called Pie Curious. And she's taking the pie and she's like, once you go blackberry, and she started eating, they're all looking at her. because he
Well,
was
like,
like,
she-
try the cream pie. And she goes, well, they said that pie curious when she go blackberry. And then
But
they
no,
also,
Pat, you look at it, for some people like me, we knew the Betty White from Golden Girls.
yeah.
That was the Betty White. The Betty White we saw in Lake Placid and afterwards was different.
Yeah, she was a dirty old woman. It was funny on was it the roast of William Shatner? One of the roasts, and she was talking about how she had sex with him like backstage, and then what's her name? Nicholas, the black woman. What was her name? Something Nicholas.
Okay. I remember what you're talking about. Oh, the
I
Street of
can't think
Horror.
of her name. Yeah. Well, she made a joke. She was saying back in the day, she goes, well, you wouldn't be allowed here. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, she was something else.
Yeah.
But again, we have a lot to look forward to next year, though, including finally seeing some movies with you in it.
Yeah, a couple got delayed.
Hopefully I saw the movie involving Thanksgiving, which I really wanted to review for Thanksgiving, but
Amityville Turkey Day was supposed to come out Thanksgiving, and I don't know why they postponed it. I was so bad. I was looking for it on Amazon, and I'm like, okay, where's Amityville Turkey Day? And it had said on IMDb that it was released, and then it did. I don't know. So
my whole plan was I was going to review it, and I was going to make a ton of jokes about you. And just
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was gonna. How can I roast Steven? God damn it! They took that away. Don't worry. When one of your movies comes out and I watch it, your ass is gonna get roasted.
And then what you watch and like, fuck, he was actually good. I can't. Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's got this guy. He's got no talent. He's some hack from YouTube, and holy shit, he's good. God damn.
No, but I can't wait to see your reaction. Like when you see what I do in Camp Blood 9, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck? He really just did that." It's like
he was showing those stills, and then you got like your head and your brains, and just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, but no, like I do something while I'm spying on the girls at the party. I do something. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I am definitely going to. That's on the radar.
It's a funny. I got a couple of scenes with a couple of them. Yeah, it's shocking and silly, and yeah.
You got that. You got the turkey one. You got some you're going to be doing.
So, what was that?
You got the turkey one. You got the Camp Blood, and you got a few others you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
You have,
You
have another one. What was the other one that's something about killer plants in it?
That's the stalking. That's the Wild Eye one that'll be coming out. So I'm not sure when that should be probably within the next 6 months in that some time span. I don't know. It could be sooner. It could be later. I will be in Axe Grinder 7.
There's 7 of those movies?
6. Well, there's Axe Grinder 666 is the last Axe Grinder. Yeah. So, and actually, Ray, who plays the killer in Camp Blood 9, he's going to be Freddie Palmer in 7. Because they're going to do cheerleader elimination and that back to back. So, same set. So I'm just going to do that 2 movies, and a lot of us from cheerleader elimination will be in it. They have announced the cast on the page. I don't know if it was in our page, but of course Mel Heflin is going to be in it. Same as that. Jamie Morgan. Ray's going to be Freddie Palmer. Well, it's on IMDb, so it's not like I'm giving anything away. You can look it up. So if it's not on IMDb, you can't talk about it. Right, yeah.
Just look up Steven's IMDb. That's all you got to do.
That's it. And then it's linked to you can play what is it, 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon with me. Who am I connected to? Connect me to
7 Degrees of Steven.
Let's see.
Are you looking forward to that, to doing more movies in 2024?
Yeah. So I'll be doing
Hollywood. You're going Hollywood on us. Don't forget us small people when you're having dinner with the big directors. Oh, sorry, Mr. Scorsese. I gotta talk.
We got Heather. This is for Axe Grinder 7. I already said Mel Heflin. Julianne Prescott, of course. Heather Harlow is going to be in it. Oh, that's funny. It says Will Colazzo is going to play a ghost. Janet Wong is going to be in it, who the scene that's pretty crazy in Camp Blood. I worked with her. Let's see who else. David Perry's going to be in it. Let's see, myself, Manny Weathers, Ralph Ray, TK Payne, some other people that I don't know if you know or not. Jeff Webb. I'm trying to see. Oh, Ivy Dominique. She's going to be in Cheerleader Elimination. Cody is going to be in it as well, who is in Camp Blood with me. So yeah, a lot of the same people though basically are in the movies. So a lot of us working continuously. So yep. Did you freeze? Oh no, there you go. Like yeah.
I mean, so some of the movies coming out next year have you in it. You know, I'm not going to be probably the only one roasting you though.
Oh no, I'm sure.
It's going to be the 2024 roast of Steven.
Yep. I don't know when Cheerleader Elimination and Axe Grinder 7 will be out. I mean, they'll probably come out pretty quick. They're in March, so they might be out by fall maybe next year. I don't know. So, but hopefully the other 3 will be out prior to then. But I don't know. And then who knows? I mean, I might hear back from Mark from something else. I don't know yet. Nothing official yet with them, but no doubt I'll probably do something eventually down the road. So yep. So Mark or anybody who's watching, hey, I'm still around. I'm in.
So when you put your watch list together for 2024, when you're going Maxine, Terrifier 3, add The Stalking or one of the other movies Steven's into the list.
Yeah. Yeah, appreciate that. You'll enjoy it. Hopefully.
And if you don't, then Mayanne has to shave her head bald. Sure, I'm going to get a comment from that about that.
So, but yes, you do see my brain in the Camp Blood trailer. So, should be interesting.
You were showing the behind the scenes, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, there is a 20-minute behind the scenes on YouTube. So I was surprised that was put up, but hey, whatever. So that was pretty cool.
Hey, behind the scenes actually pretty fun unless you see different little things.
Yeah.
Yep, she saw the comment.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What about the brain or what? About her shaving her head. Yeah, she's like, wait a minute. What are you talking about shaving my head?
It was in the fine print, man. The very tiny fine print. You got to talk to NASA. Get them to use the telescope so you can see it.
Yep.
Didn't they tell you that when you won Horror Tube of the Month, the fine print?
If you win, you got to shave your head. Oh, that's why I haven't won yet. Okay, I'm glad I didn't want it. So I don't want to shave my head.
I've been there, done that. Might be doing it again. I got gray hairs. Sit there in the mirror looking, I got gray hairs. And the narcissist in me comes out. Oh, God. Starts crying. Out of everything that's coming out next year, what's the one movie that you're really looking forward to seeing? I know I'm Terrifier 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Terrifier 3 is like the big one. And then I know since Saw 11's coming out, I want to see Saw 11. So
we ain't going to see no Scream movie.
No, sure. It was going to be Scream until Spyglass fucked him over. But yeah.
It's like I said in my review of 2023. Oh, that bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much. There goes that bullshit. Yeah.
Pretty sad when everything going on behind the scenes outweighs the movie.
What was that movie where she was making fun where she's like, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit? It was funny. I can't remember what movie that was from.
But I guess one thing, we had the strike this year. Yeah. Luckily, it's over.
Thank God.
Yeah, I don't got to sit there and research a whole bunch of stuff and then get told, oh, Echo, sorry. Like, what?
6 months later, Gabby comes on. It's like, finally.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a fun. She said it was my favorite interview we've done.
Yeah.
And let's I technically counting my old channel. I've been on YouTube for 8 years. Favorite moment is when she tried to get us to sing.
Oh gosh. Yep. It was fun, but I don't sing. I'm sorry.
Speak No Evil is getting a remake.
What?
That's what she's saying. Well, they had a lot of movies, whether they need a remake or not.
They'll get a remake.
And sometimes they'll milk the living daylights out of the remake. Looking at you, Night of the Living Dead. Wait a minute. I am looking forward to that new one. She was telling us about.
Yeah,
It sounds like the whole thing about showing us the diner, which was only talked about in the original. We still don't need 100 remakes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I've always said the best remake, the only one I like, only one worth watching, is the 1991.
Mm-hmm.
So far, what she was telling, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
And maybe it will be another one for me to say, there's now 2 remakes worth watching.
Yeah. It's usually a hit or miss, but if it's done right, then
well, the Evil Dead remake I saw in the theater. Was that 2016? Was that
14?
I just remember going to see it and not, really thinking it was going to be anything great. It was just going to be another bad one, a so-so movie. I walked out. Yeah, I walked out loving the movie. It's my favorite of the series.
Yep.
But we also got Last Train to New York. Was that either 2024 or 2025? I don't know. Did they announce a release?
Hey man, I'm not sure if you watched it. I don't know how long you've been following me, but I forget last year I did have Lou Taylor Pucci from Evil Dead on. It was funny. He was funny when he left. He's like, oh.
Last Train.
He was almost besides, of course, Gabby beating David's exit, but he's like, bye. And he even told some really cool ghost stories. He was at this haunted hotel in Mexico. So you should definitely check out that show if you haven't seen it yet.
Odd.
It's like I'm shamelessly plugging my old shows.
Hey, go for it, man.
Yeah, look it up. I forget what episode, but
all I can find is in 2023, but I also see it's still 20, still in post production. But I gotta say this too, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
People have been telling me I've been needing to do reviews for a while. Pat was writing me on about it until finally someone said I should do this, and you and Pat helped me out. I think I've said this before, I'll say it again. Thank you so much, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for letting me be part of this. I'm still learning. I know I'm still making mistakes, still learning the ropes. And it's, it's a fun experience. And so thank you so much. Another highlight of the year.
There you go. So a good year for you then.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. And thanks for teaming up, and you have improved too and everything. And you take any advice, whatever, so.
Well, like you and Pat do such awesome jobs of it. It's like,
Been doing it quite a while, like almost 3 years for me now. So yeah,
I do.
I go back and watch some of my first shows, and I'm like, yeah, it could have been a little bit better.
I mean, they're all people I would like to interview, like Trent Hagger, someone I would like to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Lloyd Kaufman would be awesome as hell.
Yeah, I can't remember if I had tried to email. I mean, I'm trying to get in touch with him again, maybe. But yeah, he is someone I'd like to have on the show.
Mike Ferguson.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that he scares crap out of me. He looks scary as hell.
Yeah.
I don't think I can trash one of his movies because, he's big and scary.
But his roles are funny, though. I mean, they're fun roles that he does. I mean, he does a good job at his roles.
He did one of that movie, what was it called? where he's a killer, whatever. He takes shelter in like some Chuck E. Cheese type place, and
Oh, that
becomes
was
a
the one.
robot.
That's the one that Julianne Prescott was in, and Will Colazo did the Zomghouls.
Thank you, Peggy. Of course, Man is also the one person, the new face this year has been the highlight. We will convert her into an even bigger fan of horror. What will we get her to watch next? Big Chucky fan. Now, if we could get somebody from that, would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alex, he does, like, I've talked to him, and he does his own podcasts, and he doesn't really do them too often. And whenever he does charge a fee to do it because, like, I mean, people ask him the same thing. He's just like, it's the same thing. And he's like, I do my podcast too, and conventions. I go, yeah, I get that. So, I mean, I can get his point of view from it. I mean, of course, I mean, I wouldn't just talk all about Chucky, but
yeah, well, that's what he's pretty much mainly known for.
Yeah, he did actually make a cool movie that I got in my collection. It's called House Guest, and some people like break in and torture him and his sister, and it's pretty good. So. I don't think there was like a really big release of it either. Like you could find it online, but I don't think they streamed it anywhere. Or, but if you get a chance,
would you call that a hidden gem?
There we go. Yeah. I mean, he's not that bad of an actor. I mean, he does some good stuff, but he's just like stuck in that role of Chucky. I mean, hey, play it off for as long. I mean, who cares? I mean, that's what you're known for. But
well, it's a hard thing though. When you get typecast.
Yeah. So well, and he also writes poetry. He's got poetry books that he sells, and so yeah. So I mean, he is talented. I mean, there's more to him than Chucky. So yeah.
I would say look at Ken Hodder. Look at how he's been typecast as the serial killer, deformed serial killer. Sometimes wears a mask, but then you realize, oh wait a minute, that's his bread and butter.
I mean, he's actually pretty funny too. Like when he was in Holliston, that was hilarious.
I mean, you're someone else I would like to interview. I've told you that before.
Yeah. So yeah, we can do that. So, but I mean, if you want to wait until Camp Blood comes out or something, at least I at least wait to Camp Blood because I'm sure you want to ask me some certain questions.
Yeah, I ask you about and the acting. Yeah, put the spotlight on you. Where were you on the night of June 14th, 1956? Did you rob the bank?
No, but I robbed something.
which actually one time in high school, me and some friends were causing trouble, and the cops did stop us, and I did have a cop ask me that. So did you rob any banks as of late? And all
I confess to it, be like, well, yes, sir, I did actually.
All I did was stood there like, what? The brain freezes up. You're just like, what? We know you were the shoot on the grassy knoll.
Yeah. They just get you to confess to whatever. Yep, I did it. Mm-hmm. No, wait a minute. No, I didn't. You tricked me. Oh, boy. But yeah, I'm trying. There's some people I gotta get back in touch with. A few people, and
I haven't heard back from Steven, so
yeah, he missed last week. I wonder what's up with him. You gotta message him, see what's up. I guess he's been busy lately or doing something, or I don't know, but
yeah. Well, it is that time of the year. It's like we were supposed to.
Yeah. Plus the time of year, people are doing stuff anyway.
It's like last week we were supposed to interview somebody, but they had family, so it's understandable. It's that time of year, so
yeah. So, but yeah, we'll have her in January though. So, I was going to say a couple movies I saw when we were talking about it earlier. Jessa from Murder Size. Oh, sure. She's got a movie that she's going to be like a horror host in an anthology. She's going to host the stories, and then she's got a vampire movie coming out called Succula, and she's a vampire in it. So should be.
I'm interested in if she's going to play an extension of herself, or be like horrors where they play like the whole get up like Elvira. They have the whole get up and stuff.
About them from people. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's had she's a horror fan, and when she came into the community, she's been able to learn a lot more about horror and different stuff. So she's a sponge, which is good. Which is good.
Yes.
And unfortunately,
at first I was like netting everywhere. What, you're tossing nets on us now?
The downside of it is since I have a way of watching only the bad ones, she gets tortured.
You watch a few good ones every now and then.
Yeah, but look. Honestly, someone has to take the bullet. I'm making the sacrifice fallen.
Yeah, appreciate it.
But I ain't watching no damn cocaine crabs from outer space.
You're like, it's bad enough I watched the trailer. It's like, I'm good.
Yeah, no. There is a limit to how bad the movie can be. Yeah, I know this. I have a big backlog. I think that's one of the reasons you don't see me really watch a lot of 2023. I have an insane backlog, not just on Tubi, but on physical copies, which I need to get off my ass and watch. It's just an insane amount. Plus, to do videos and take care of offline stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to take me a while.
It's like there's TV shows I like to watch, then there's movies I watch for the show, and then I got to do that, and then I work and live, and it's like there's so much to do.
And then there's another problem when you got the backlog, and you tell yourself, no more. Oh, hey, that movie would look great. I should pick that up. How many times have I done that? Have you done that before?
It's like, I don't need this. Stop it. So
next thing you know, it's in your shopping cart. And then you're sitting at home and you're looking at it going, damn it.
Like, why did I buy this? Yeah, I've been most of the recent horror movies that I've gotten, just stuff I've gotten in horror packs. So that's there hasn't been much else really. But
ending was that one the ones they were going to be ending?
No, what they did, they got rid of the DVDs and now they're just doing Blu-ray.
Would you say that's something worse investing in?
Oh yeah, I've had Blu-ray pretty much. I missed the first couple of packs, but I was lucky enough to get the find someone who was selling the special edition, the Badass Monster Killer. With communities because I watched the movie and run to YouTube to hear people talking about them. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like about listening to YouTubers talk about horror over my professional one. They can be bought off.
Yeah.
We can't. Well, actually, here's the truth. Dear Hollywood, if you want me to kiss your ass and review your movie, even if it's really bad, I can be bought.
Are you sure you don't play in the movie Suck You Love? It's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, YouTubers have, I think, not just YouTubers, but everyday people have a better opinion of movies than somebody who can be bought off. You can get an honest answer, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta get up early for work, and I didn't get to do my power nap because of getting the food DoorDash stealing my food for Pizza Hut, and then they ended up having a driver deliver it after I called. They're like, a driver picked it up. Like, I'm waiting over an hour. It was supposed to be here at 4:40. I ordered at 3:50. It was almost 6 o'clock because it's 6 o'clock. I'm like, where the hell?
How many hours did you have to wait for it?
Almost 2.5 hours until it finally came. And it wasn't even from the DoorDash. So they pretty much just took my food, whoever picked it up for DoorDash, because when I called, they go, well, the DoorDash driver did come and pick it up. I'm like, I don't know what they did with it. They never brought it to me. So.
Holy moly.
So man said, see you before the new year.
Yes, there is going to be. I started it last year, but this year it's going to be maybe become a yearly thing. The Echoes New Year's Bash, but I ain't doing no 11.5-hour stream again this year. You guys can dig me out of it.
It's like, I think 3 hours. I don't know. The longest is almost 3 hours. That's good enough for me. I don't want to go over that.
Well, I'm thinking about 7 because I got to take in time zone stuff. So I'm thinking about 7 Pacific.
Okay.
So, and it's going to be open for anybody to come up on. Just talk.
Whatever. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, man, and Patrick and Rob and everybody who had stopped in and everything. It's work tomorrow, so I'll be here. All right. Well, have a good night, and we'll see you next week. And
No. We'll see you next
year. We'll see you next year. So yeah, come back in a year. But have a good New Year, everybody. All right. See you next time.